Hey everyone, this is Rebecca from Rebecca's Beautiful ASMR Addiction. Today we are making some luscious lemon crinkle cookies. Right at the top of the page here are all the ingredients, and we need some all-purpose flour first. That I have right here. And some baking powder. That is right here. Then we need some baking soda, and that's right there. Turmeric. Right here. That's a recent purchase. Kosher salt. Granulated sugar. Right in this bottle right here. Lemon zest from the lemon that I have over there. And then a half a cup of butter, which is what a stick is, you can see. And then, let's see, I have 2 large eggs. Alright. The lemon juice is going to come from that same lemon. And then we need vanilla extract. Okay. Last is the powdered sugar that's over there. That's it. Okay, medium bowl and 2 1/3 cups of flour. Measuring spoons. Alright. 2 1/3 cups. So since I don't have a measuring device for 2 1/3, I got a 1 cup. I mean a 2 cup. Cup. So we'll just do them one at a time there. It's easier to measure them separately. So 2 cups. And then 1/3. Alrighty. Let's put this flour away. I'm going to put things away as I go this time. Makes me feel like I'm more tidy. The reason I'm making lemon cookies is because it just seems like the season. And it isn't really, but... Alright, we need 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So... you know... It's officially spring. And the lemon desserts around Easter time are very traditional for some reason. I don't know why. Of course, you can have lemon dessert any darn time you feel like. And this powder, I don't know why baking powder. I mean, I guess maybe you're not supposed to keep it for more than a year. Who knows? teaspoon of baking soda. It's right up here. I guess these cookies need a little extra help rising. Okay, look at this recipe again, and it says a quarter teaspoon of turmeric. Who knows how you're supposed to say that? Turmeric. I just went out and bought this. I don't think I use turmeric in very many things. I don't actually bake all that often. I just when the spirit hits me, I guess. Half a teaspoon of salt, it says right here. Salt, but I always keep this bottle of kosher on me. What am I saying? In the house. Okay, so the instructions say to whisk it all together, okay? Just those few dry ingredients, which is pretty difficult. Okay, so we gotta grate some lemon zest. So I need to get my lemon and wash that first. Okay, I had to do... Okay, so we're gonna mix 3/4 of a cup. Okay. Well, see, I had to cut out the part where I peeled the lemon zest with a cheese grater. Sorry about that. I would have liked you to be part of that too. Okay, so we just used the 2 smaller segments to get the right amount of sugar. Mix the lemon zest in with the sugar. I can't explain to you how incredible this lemon smells. It's so wonderful. Okay, so once you're done just mixing it generally, you've got to take your zest and your sugar and rub them together between your fingers. And what that does is it makes the oils absorb into the sugar granules. And so your flavor is just going to super come through in these cookies because the zest of a lemon, the outside rind, if you will, has a ton of flavor in it. So pretty. You probably can't see how I can. The glittering, it glitters. Shiny. It's just simply gorgeous. And it smells like heaven. That's good enough. Okay, now what we want to do is add some softened butter and beat it until fluffy. This butter's been kept at room temperature to make it easy to cream in together with the sugar. No melting your butter. We want the butter to stay relatively hard. Okay, now let's so much easier when the butter is melted, but bear with me. See, the thing is that we're going to have to take all of this when it's all mixed and put it back in the refrigerator. The butter aspect of this recipe needs to be hard before it bakes. Yeah, I know how much easier this would be to do if I had certain appliances. But it's okay. Alright, now we need to add the whole egg and then 1 egg yolk. So, here's 2 eggs. I'm just not a big believer in contraptions. I don't have room in my kitchen for all the appliances and the extra. See, I'm going to divide this egg simply, the way it's always used to be done. Let's let the yolk sit in the shell and the whites can go out. Now it gets just the yolk. And I do believe that the reason that we put in the yolk is for color as much as anything. Okay, we need the lemon juice, and just see, it says we need a half cup, quarter cup. Okay. And yeah, I do have a juicer little tray thing, but oh my, I'm just gonna do it this way. Test my strength. Okay. Not gonna get quite a half cup this way because it's it's not the most efficient, honestly. We're almost there. I think that's enough. Alright, now we need to add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm never usually that careful about measuring vanilla. It's one of those things where there's rarely such thing as too much. If you go over just a little bit, it doesn't hurt a thing. Double check this. This was, it's not that big a deal to get exactly a 1/4 cup of lemon juice because most of the flavor is in the lemon zest. Okay, let's mix this together. Now that the eggs and the lemon juice are in here, it'll be that much easier to mix them together. All this extra moisture. Look how yellow it's all looking. That's the point of the turmeric and the egg yolk and the lemon juice, lemon zest. All of that is adding the color that we want to these cookies. Butter isn't really that yellow though. Anyway, it's looking good. Now we want to add some flour. I guess I'll just do it in little bits. I'm usually pretty impatient about this part. Oftentimes I'll just dump the whole thing in. I never understood why it should be gradual. But I'll be a good girl this time and just do it. Here's another little bit. Trying to do it in thirds. There we go. I behaved. I was a good girl. Okay, now that's looking good to me. I just love that it's yellow. It kind of looks more gold than yellow, but close enough, right? When I looked up turmeric and why it's added to recipes. There was a general idea that the turmeric tastes a little bit citrusy. I don't know. I never knew that. So between the citrusy taste and the color, it sure makes these very believably a yellow, golden. Cover that up because the recipe says that it needs to chill for an hour. Right. So I just want to pass a little bit of time playing with my Chicky. So cute. I love this guy. It's been a long time since I've had a wind-up toy. Isn't he cute? I love it. Not that way. Turn around. Chicky halfway out of its shell. Go again. Not that way. You're so funny that you want to go right. Alright, let's try this one more time. I'll help you go straight this time. So cute. He's pooped out. Oh gosh, that's so fun. Okay, let's preheat this oven to 350. It's already on 350, just push start. Okay, now it says to line the cookie sheet with parchment paper. I don't really like this part that much. But I did learn a new trick. Someone told me to put dribble water on the cookie sheet. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay, that's okay. That size will fit. Let's get some water. So just dribble a little bit of water, and I guess, well, we'll see how it works. Spread this out evenly. And the paper is supposed to stick to it. And so it does. But look at the edges are still curling up. Maybe you have to have the exact right size. Mine's a little big, so the edges, well, if I just kind of crease them, that'll work. Okay, so we need our sugar bowls with the granulated sugar and the powdered sugar. to roll the dough in. So I'm just getting this ready while the cookie dough is chilling in the refrigerator. Our powdered sugar and our sugar and put them away. Now, this says wrong place. Alright. It says scoop 1.5 tablespoons dough and form it into a ball and roll in the sugar to cook. Oh, they need to be 2 inches apart. Alright. I imagine there must be like a little bit of spread while it's cooking if it needs so much room or distance between each other. These have been in the freezer for 45 minutes to chill, and I'm pretty impatient about these kind of things. But I can't stress enough that the dough needs to be hard before you cook it. And I can already feel that this isn't really hardened. So my cookies may actually have more spread than they should. Look at this. It's crazy. Oh my. There's a certain amount of self-consciousness in making videos for YouTube, but there's a lot of it that I lose as well. It's like I have been sharing my activities with y'all for so many years now, and it's like, okay, maybe you've got to know me a little bit. On the other hand, then there's people that get added to my channel all the time, and if they don't know me by now, they're gonna think I'm absolutely crazy. What is this woman doing? Well, more and more, I'm just being myself. I remember one time I made a video with making chocolate chip cookies, and I wore little surgical gloves to roll the dough out with. It was back when every little thing that somebody said to me would get to me. It would hurt my feelings, you know. And I think somebody probably said something about having messy hands. I don't know. Anymore, I'm just like, okay, you know, if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it. And I watch other artists on YouTube who are, even after years, are still trying to please everyone, and I'm going, no, I can't. So, messy fingers, it is. And mistakes, oh my goodness, when I bake and I cook, mistakes are a routine part of everything I do. And if you'll notice the dough balls that I'm making, I can't get one to be the same size. Not single one of them is the same size. And this one's pretty big. And I am not rolling them out perfectly round either. It'd probably be easier to make them more round if the dough was harder. Okay, I only need 2 more on this tray. This is your natural sugar. Granules are a little bit bigger than your regular granulated sugar. So that might alter the appearance of these cookies a little bit, maybe. But I just don't have any regular sugar in the house. And that's not because I'm all natural mama or anything. I just don't use regular granulated sugar anymore for some reason. Wash hands. Had a lot of dough under my fingernails. You have to get that all out. Let's go. Put this in the oven. Okay. They look so pretty this way. I wish they looked like that when they come out of the oven. Let's get the timer and set that. 12 to 14 minutes. I'm just going to put it on 12 to begin with. Wait, I did that wrong. Okay, 12 to begin. Okay, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and fill up another cookie sheet. I don't think it's that big of a deal to make sure that your parchment paper sticks to the bottom of the pan. I guess the reason you do it is because it can be annoying for the paper to move everywhere when you're trying to put things on it. I tried it again on this cookie sheet, and it's working out okay. I really love the sound of parchment paper. So that's another reason I use it, besides the fact that I really, really like to have clean cookie sheets when I'm done baking. But if you think about it, I mean, there's no matter what you do, you're gonna consume something. Paper. If you don't use parchment paper, you're gonna use a lot of water to clean your cookie sheet. So, if you're one of those who's into conservation, then, oh, that reminds me too. Somebody was telling me the other day that I shouldn't waste water, and I thought, well, you know, when I lived in Southern California, that was an issue. In places where there's just not enough. I get it. But you have to know that I live in a town that has all of its own water source coming from the mountains. There is an incredible surplus of water in my city. So, even though I'm very well trained to conserve with water, I'm less worried about it now that I live in Susanville, California. And for me to conserve does not give more to somebody else. Okay. It says that it needs to bake until the tops of the cookies are crackly and the bottoms are lightly browned. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, you won't be able to see the bottom, so whatever. Alright, my cookies are ready. Blinded by steam. Well, these cookies look like they have a disease. Leprosy cookies. Well, let's just go ahead and put these in. I think they still look pretty though. They certainly are yellow. Now, see, there's a, I probably just didn't let them chill long enough. I think it's very important that you let your dough chill. It says in the recipe that I read that the best case scenario, of course, is to chill the dough overnight in the refrigerator. I think they're so interesting. And let me tell you, they smell wonderful. And I love the yellow. I got yellow cookies. Okay, they are not supposed to be this flat, though. No, no, no. See what I mean about I'm always goofing up? These look a little fluffier. For some reason, they're not as flat. Just going to scoot these over onto a plate. Make room for the new kids on the block. These are not hot, just messy. Okay, let's go ahead and this pan is definitely hot, so I'm not touching the pan, I'm just holding the paper still. My leper lemon cookies. Leprosy. I really actually don't even know what leprosy looks like. No offense to anybody. Alright. Let's taste these now. I first might get them on a plate and then I'll get myself some milk. No coffee this time. I only have 1 cup a day, so milk it is. Alright, let's taste these things. That's kind of pretty. That is so good, you guys. Oh my word. Well, these are fantastic cookies, you guys. You've got to try it. Good luck. Make sure you put your dough in for a long time to chill. And perfect. They're wonderful. Enjoy. See you in the next video. One more.